Here we are, y'all, at the end of 2024. I don't normally do videos like this, but every now and then it bubbles up in my spirit and I get some content like this that stirs me up. I had to say a little prayer before I did this video because there are some things that I don't want to say on camera that I shouldn't say. There are some things that I want to say that I shouldn't say. You know what I'm trying to say? We on them folks' platforms, so we got to be careful, but Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Let's go.
Mississippi Valley State University Marching Band, step to the front because I heard that you all were invited to Inauguration Day. So go hang out with the Orange Menace on January 20th and you have a GoFundMe to raise money. The Mississippi Valley State University Band has been invited to perform during the presidential inauguration parade in January. The Mean Green Marching Machine from Mississippi Valley State University has been invited to Washington, D.C. for the 60th presidential inauguration parade. Help us raise $350,000 to make this historic moment a reality. They've got a GoFundMe and they've got a link for more information. Never mind as Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's holiday weekend to commemorate his birthday. Never mind that Orange Menace Mussolini is doing everything he can to dismantle the Department of Education, to dismantle diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, to dismantle Black and Brown scholarship programs, and to dismantle funding for HBCUs, which you are one of. Now, I love Black children. I love Black people. I love my HBCUs, but y'all are really going to go perform on Dr. King weekend for that Orange Menace at the 60th inauguration parade? Really? That's what we doing? Okay. As always, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Not me. That's what they want you to do. Now, I think it's Mississippi Valley Tech or University. Do your own research. This is a synopsis, okay? Don't follow me blindly. So they got invited and they accepted it. I would like to speak to the band, motherfucking manager B, because, who goes there? Racism. That's who. So I guess you could change your name to what? Separate and Segregation Band, Apartheid Acapella Band, the Segregated Steppers. Call yourself that. But at HBCU going to support him. The last time a Black person went to support him at his inauguration, I think her name was Chrisette Michelle. Where is she, ho? Done there, stop Chrisette Michelle. She's gone. You know why? Because why the fuck would you support somebody who would never support you, bitch? He don't like you. Maybe he got you there for janitorial services to clean up after the inauguration, bitch. But to go and sing for him and think you will be out here and have support from us, no bueno. You understand me? And then though, so they got invited. I'm assuming they going, bitch. It befuddles me. Why the fuck would you do that? Who is the band director, bitch? I guess it ain't one band, one sound, bitch. Ain't nobody speaking up. Why the hell y'all motherfucking cabeza, bitch? Just hollow heads, just the brainless walking around that mother.
HBCU swag bands. Let's talk about it. Valley has got invited to the inaugural for Donald Trump. When do we learn to stand up straight, put our chest out, and stand for what we are as people, as a society? Because it's one thing to be invited and everything was to be paid for, everything's to be luxury, and y'all was to get paid or something, but you're not. They're literally slapping your ass around and playing in your face. Making you feel like, oh, this is a historic moment and this can mean so much. What is that gonna really do for you in the band? Honestly, what? If y'all got to go raise $350K to be able to go, what is this going to do for the band? They literally just using y'all just to say, I had a HBCU band.
By now, you've probably already seen the headlines and the arguments across social media about how Mississippi Valley State University has been invited to play in the second Trump
inaugural parade and how they are raising money, asking for your hard-earned doubloons to make it happen. Okay? If you're like me, an HBCU alumna times 2, and current HBCU student, then you've seen in multiple groups on Facebook and other places that folks are like, oh, this is an opportunity. I don't see what's wrong with it. Let's just support them. No, it is completely fine to say no. And I reject the framing that this is an opportunity. Sure, in any other circumstance, playing for a dignitary is an opportunity. It is an honorable thing to do. It is your honor. Okay? But what happens when the dignitary does not have any honor? What happens? What happens? Exactly. So it's fine to say no. I also remember because back in 2017, I was a White House HBCU All-Star Ambassador. And that was a really interesting time. But I remember the backlash. I remember when the presidents, HBCU presidents and chancellors from 2017 were ridiculed for taking a picture.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, there are very few things that get me fired up, like videos like this, and I had to react because I am in anticipation of the presidential inauguration on January 20th, and I was pleased to find out that Donald Trump and his inaugural campaign have invited Mississippi Valley State University and HBCU. Y'all, some of y'all forget how Donald Trump, when he was in office in his first term, extended funding to HBCUs over a long period of time so they didn't have to come back every year and beg for more money every year. He said, look, I love y'all. I'm going to miss y'all, but I need you to get out of my face. I'm going to give you that extended funding for your HBCUs because I know you're trying to do a good work. Well, here we are in 2024, 4 years beyond the first term of Donald Trump's presidency, and he says, I would like to have Mississippi Valley State University come and have their marching band perform at my inaugural. Y'all, this is the honor of a lifetime. And you are looking at someone who has been part of a school band from birth, I can say, all the way up to high school, where I turned in my alto sax for a football uniform and decided to play ball. That's where things changed. But before then, I understood what it was. There was always, in California, y'all, keep that in mind, there was always a need for more funding. There was always a need for more input, always a need for more volunteers. And as band members, we were always out there advocating to get people involved in the band program. Well, here you are with an HBCU, a college, a university, saying to the public, hey, y'all, we need a little bit more funding in order to accept this invitation that we got from the presidential inauguration. We need to fund all these 300 band members to get down there and march, be in uniform. We need to transport our instruments. We need to get everything we use down there in order to make a good showing. And y'all, we got the blackety blacks. God, my words, Lord, I don't want to be disrespectful, but when you Negroes rise up from the bottom of the barrel and you try to pull these collegiate students down, these folks who are enrolled at an HBCU, y'all, they in college. These are college students. These are the Black elite. These are the ones we want to encourage. These are the ones we want to push forward and say, go forth, be great, achieve great things. because all that melanin that you carry with you from sun up to sundown is going to make a difference when you get in that corporate suite. Just your presence, just your existence in those atmospheres, in those environments is going to make a difference. So we going to push you there. Yo, we got... Those who have rocked with me for a long time know that this is rare for me, but this is the thing that grinds my gears, because this is the type of conversation we need to have behind closed doors. I don't need to be talking about this in front of y'all, but here I am forced to do it because we got the blackity blacks. And it ain't no surprise that the blackity blacks that are rising up are black women. We've seen black men complaining about this issue for years, for decades. We've seen it. And these black women who are beholden to the Democrat Party come out in situations and circumstances like this and say, how dare you, HBCU? How dare you, band members? How dare you, musicians? Go and play for the Orange Man. Y'all don't know that it's bigger than that. The late, great Bishop Willie James Campbell out of Chicago often said during his lifetime that you are majoring in minors and minoring in majors. And that seems to be what I am witnessing today with all of these folks coming out, having all this vitriol that they want to spew all across the internet. At this HBCU band that says we have been invited, we are honored to be recognized, and we want to make a showing. Will y'all please donate to help us achieve our goals, because we want to represent and represent well. A lot of people coming out saying, well, Donald Trump is a billionaire and he got this bag in his pack and he can afford it himself. Well, he linked up with Elon and Elon is the richest man in the world. He can afford it. Listen, this is what Bishop Willie James Campbell meant when he said you're majoring in minors and minoring in majors. Y'all focused on the small things. Y'all focused on the irrelevant things. Can you focus, please, on the importance of an HBCU such as Mississippi Valley State being recognized, being invited? Listen, when I look at HBCU bands, you always hear who you hear about, y'all. You hear about FAMU. You hear about Jackson State. Sometimes you hear about Grambling. And if you search hard enough, you might even hear about Southern University. You never hear about Mississippi Valley State. I said, okay, this small little university probably ain't got no kind of budget at all. I'm going to donate myself. And I suggest that you do the same. I'll put it up here on the screen to spread the information because this needs to be supported. And here we are looking at folks taking to their social media, taking to their TikTok and saying, I'm not going to support it. Not only am I not going to support it, I'm going to be the antithesis of this movement because I don't want you to support it. I'm going to be a crab at the bottom of the bucket. Anybody trying to get out, I'm going to reach up, grab you, and pull you back down. Mississippi Valley State, I don't want you to get no shine. I don't want you to get no praise because I feel so bad about this ex-president, former president, future president. I am so brainwashed. I am so beholden to the Democrat plantation that I would so much more rather disparage you for being a part of this inauguration than take an introspective look at myself and see where I have gone wrong, where I have been unfaithful to the community, where I have disrespected the ancestors who fought so long and so hard, blood, sweat, and tears, just so somebody like a Mississippi Valley State University could be invited to an event like this. Oh, there was a time where you never get an invite. There was a time you bet not toot your horn out there in the slave quarters. We better not hear no horn blowing. It's going to be some bloodshed if we do. Well, your ancestors stood strong. They endured much. And because of their suffering, because of their struggle, universities like Mississippi Valley State were created at a time when the blackity blacks couldn't go to the whitey white schools. And you looking at somebody on your screen right now who has gone to nothing but whitey white schools. So I understand it intimately, acutely. And it so much grinds my gears, y'all, when I see the blackity blacks come out on their social media channels and oppose things like this. And I say, you know what? And I've had conversations before I made this video. I said, you know what? To my people who I talked to before I cammed up, I said, you know what? I wish those blackity blacks who don't have degrees would refrain from commenting on those who have them or are trying to aspire to obtain them. No, you stay where you are. No, you hold on to that opinion. No, you keep that energy because you ain't got no business on this level opining on things like this. These brothers and sisters who have committed their college years to music said, we're going to support the university. We're going to support the football team. We're going to support the basketball team. We're going to be out here marching in uniform. Not only in decorative uniform, but in musical uniform. We're going to be out here. We're going to put it together. We're going to put it down. We have earned a spot. We have earned an invite, y'all, to the presidential inauguration of 2025. And you got blackity black, hateful Negroes out here talking a certain way against the college band because they got to raise money to go. Listen, if you are under the sound of my voice, and a lot of y'all hear me, a lot of y'all speak to me, a lot of y'all donate to this channel, a lot of y'all support me financially on this channel, I need you to support Mississippi Valley State University in their effort to buck up against the blackity blacks who got nothing but opinions. Y'all ain't got no money. Y'all ain't got no clout. Y'all ain't got no influence. All you got is an opinion. Well, I heard long ago a little adage, an old adage about opinions and how common they were. I'm going to let y'all go and dig that up and find out what folks had to say about people's opinions. When I get to talking in your son's ear and try to fix his mind, one of the first things I try to clear him of is his addiction to the opinion of other people. Nah, once we can get you over that, bro, it's smooth sailing. We good. I need to get you to the point where you don't care what the blackity blacks think of you, especially the blackity blacks who ain't trying to be nothing, who ain't trying to do nothing, who out here committing crimes, who are the dregs of society, don't care what y'all think about what we trying to do over here. I know it's harsh words. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. I know it hit different. But y'all done popped up on social media trying to disparage these band members because they want to play in a presidential inauguration parade. How dare you, you black dogs, you dregs of society, even if only in opinion, even if you're not out there in the street committing crimes, this is a thought crime that you are committing on this internet, telling these people that they ain't got no business in this parade. Listen, if you are a band member at Mississippi Valley State University and you come across this video by chance, by happenstance, be encouraged. Be prayerful. And by all means, do everything you can to be a part of this event. I am going to donate myself personally. I am going to advocate on this channel for more people to donate and make sure y'all get there so you can do what you need to do for yourselves, because we are entering into an era where we're going to have to fix ourselves. And there are going to be segments of the blackity black society, of the community, if you will, we're going to have to take to ourselves and throw some of these folks away that's talking stupid here on the internet that would tell you not to take advantage of this opportunity. Listen, if that is your voice and that is your opinion, hey, you're entitled to it. But I'm also entitled not to respect it. Y'all, we support Mississippi Valley State University's decision to participate in this inaugural parade. I hope y'all show up and show up. I hope y'all stomp it out. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to watch the parade on my television, and I'm going to wait for y'all to show up. I hope y'all stomp the yard. In spite of some of these blackity black voices that are coming out, who ain't did nothing for the community, who ain't got nothing but an opinion, who ain't got nothing but empty words. You ain't got nothing to contribute. These are college students at an HBCU university. If you ain't got a degree hanging on the wall, I suggest you shut your mouth. Be quiet. You ain't earned the right to say nothing about this. No, it's levels to the game. These the blackity blacks on another level. These are blackity blacks that's trying to be something. These the blackity blacks that's trying to make a difference. Yeah, might sound bad that I put them in categories, but I do. And I rank them above you and your ratchet ghetto opinion on the internet. Y'all, support Mississippi Valley State University as they try to move forward. We're going to give our money, we're going to give our support, we're going to give our backing to this university that I ain't even heard of until now. But I'm so inspired that someone gave them an opportunity and they said, I'm going to put opportunity above blackity black. I'm going to put opportunity above melanin. I'm going to put opportunity above them kinfolk that ain't really got my back. They going to talk about me. I'm going anyway. They going to drag me through these ghetto streets. I'm going anyway because I ain't trying to live in the ghetto. They going to drag me through the hood, but I'm going anyway because I don't want to be in the hood. Y'all stay there. Y'all keep those opinions. Y'all do what you do there. I'm going to this presidential inauguration parade and I'm going to make my mark. Well, salute to all of y'all. Can't get enough of it. Make your mark. Do your thing. Make sure everybody in that inaugural knows you were there. Y'all let me know what you think about this. I didn't even mean to go that way, but oh my God, did I get triggered. So much I could say, so much I didn't say, so much I want to say, but so much I ain't gonna say. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.